Hey, this is a look at the 2016 Mazda CX-5. This vehicle gets an update for 2016. You can spot it right away. It's got a slightly larger and different looking grille than the previous model and a new front bumper as well. This is the top GT trim. You can spot it because it has the larger 19-inch wheels. Also, the GT gets LED headlamps and LED tail lights that you might not be able to distinguish, but that's a definite plus of getting this top GT model. What you do get on all CX-5s is soft touch materials on the dash, a very logical and well laid out dashboard. Add in that controller feature and it really makes it modern and up to date. Now, one of the things with the competition is often they have very simple, hard plastic dashboards, and Mazda has invested in a higher end interior, and it certainly shows, and it could be the class leader as of now. The seats are comfortable. The back seat isn't the biggest in this class. It is not the biggest vehicle in the compact crossover segment, but definitely there's enough room for a family of 4 or 5 in a pinch and plenty of cargo area. There is not an automatic power tailgate offered in this vehicle, which is something that definitely could be added. Now, this top GT trim gets the Bose stereo system, which really does work well. Now, if you even get the base model but add the convenience package, you get the 7-inch screen and you get what's called their HMI Commander. This is the wheel that's in the center here that you roll around, much like Audi's MMI system, what have you. And it actually is fairly easy to use. And there's a height adjustable passenger seat, which is something that's often overlooked. Now, the base model still offers the 2-liter direct injection Skyactiv engine that came with this vehicle originally. It is available with front and all-wheel drive, and it's still available with a manual transmission. It has 155 horsepower and 150 foot-pounds of torque, and the automatic is a 6-speed Skyactiv unit. When you get into the middle and upper GT trim that I have here, it's a 2.5-liter version of the same engine, but the horsepower goes up considerably. It goes to 184 horsepower and 185 foot-pounds of torque, and only available with an automatic transmission. Now, that middle and upper trim also have one little trick that's been added now, and that's a sport button here in the center console. I'm a bit mixed about this because when you hit the sport button, it does two things. It makes the downshifts quicker, which I do appreciate, but it also holds the gears longer. And driving in the city between 50 and 70 kilometers an hour, which is where you do most of your driving, the revs go way up, almost to 4,000 RPM. It's counterintuitive to all the technology that's embedded in the engine. It's using more fuel. You take it out of sport and the engine drops down in RPM. What I really wish the sport mode did was just made the throttle effort that much lighter in order to get it to change a gear quickly. As I mentioned, I've driven this vehicle many times over many hours, and it definitely is the class leader when it comes to handling. So if that's a priority for you, this vehicle should be on your radar.